Hey guys, today I'll run you through the steps on how to remove the headliner board out of the car on a 1993 Jaguar. This is the XJ40, the Sovereign model. So these are quite hard to actually remove out of the car because the board is quite flimsy, and when you go to, normally I would remove them through the front passenger door here or the rear driver's side door. But there's not much room there to actually take these boards out. So if you do have the windows out, ideally to do the roof lining at the same time, but if you don't, you can still flex it out, but just expect to have, when you go to bow it, it may want to collapse in a few areas. And it's not really an issue if you don't put too much stress on it, and it doesn't, it's not going to snap in half, but it will put a crease line in the board. And then once you get it out the car, that crease line will come back out. When you put the brand new material over, it's all fixed. But then when you go to put it back in again, you're going to get that crease line as you try to slide the headliner board back in. So one quick way to remove those creases would be running your heaters in your car or park your car out in the sun, because as the car warms up, the new fabric that you put on will expand the foam cells and it'll just give off a cleaner finish. Also, you could just use like an upholstery skewer. I'll show you that later on, where you can just kind of like penetrate the material and then pull out the imperfection, and that's pretty much how you can fix that up. So if we go into the steps on how to remove this headliner board, so I've already dropped down this board already and taken it out, recovered it in brand new material, and then put it back in. But yeah, to do this, like with the side pillars, just keep in mind that if you do go to get under it and pull on that side trim part, you're going to probably break those clips behind there, because that's not how they're designed to come out. They're designed by grabbing that pillar and then either sliding it forward, or I think it's backwards, and just to unlock the location of the clip, because the clip goes in like one spot there and then slides backwards. So you want to be able to slide this pillar away. I think it's left to right, I can't remember now, but and then that will allow the pillar to come out. With the sun visors, there's just 3 screws there that you can take out. Just be gentle with the little plastic surrounding there, because that can get quite brittle and break. So when you go to reinstall these back in, best to do it by hand. That way you can feel the tension, and yeah, you don't put any stress on them. I'm guessing they're quite brittle, because you can see that this one came in already broken a tiny bit there. Same on the other side. Also, the clips were broken on this one when it came in, so if yours are in good condition, I'm guessing they break quite easily, so maybe take extra care there. We've just put the screw back in with a spacer and a washer just to hold this headliner board up, because we found that without those clips, this headliner board in the middle just sags down. I think that's what holds them up. Coming to this center light section here, so that little plug there, all you do is get a flathead screwdriver, turn it, and then that will unlock the front section. And then there's a couple of little metal clips that it's slid into. So when you do go to remove that section, just, I think it's pull it forward or pull it backwards, and that will just unlock those rear sections, and that section will come down. There's like 3 cords if yours is a sunroof model to unplug. And the sunroofs actually are kind of like designed to sag on these from originally factory, because I don't think they use, well, we found with this one, they didn't use any glue in the middle, so it's kind of like just bowing from front edge to rear edge. But we did do the roof lining, the sunroof for the fella as well, and so what we did, we actually chose with the material to color match to the sun visors, because if we did leave the sunroof here, we'd probably color match to the sunroof, because the sunroof was actually a different color to the sun visors itself. So the headlining board and the sunroof were one color, and the sun visors were a different color, but they do use the same type of material, that velour type of finish. So we with the sunroof being done, we just color matched to the actual sun visor itself. The material that we used in today's job was called a light neutral, and that seemed to color match quite well to the sun visors and that little this little trim part here with a bit of cloth around it. But if you were keeping the sunroof, you're probably looking for more of an oak type of material, and that will match up to the sunroof, and then the sun visors would just be slightly different. But yeah, so with this one, how we dropped it out was, instead of taking off those side pillars, What you can do if you're a bit gentle will be to, once you have unplugged those sun visors, the center console here, and pulled out that trim section around the sunroof itself, if you have got a sunroof, all that is just like a molding, little trim molding in there. So once you've done that, you can actually grab from the center here and slowly pull down, and as you pull down the center of this headlining board, it will start to pull away from the sides, and it'll be just enough that you can do one side, pull it away, and then do the other side. And then that way you've left all your trim work in place without being touched, and that just prevents any breakages. If you do break those clips behind there, you can replace the clips, or you can just get industrial grade Velcro and fill in the gaps and then push it tightly, and then that will hold these trims on as well. Same goes with the when you go to reinstall this headlining board, you can just use a strip of industrial grade Velcro around the whole rectangle, and that will hold the headlining board really firmly in place, more firmer than what was factory. So yeah, with this material we had to use basically unstocked material. We don't really like to use this type of material, but that was the only company that would match up to this car, because Jaguars ain't that common here. So with this material, it's just a bit harder to use because it can show imperfections more, where you're pressing with your fingertips, and where it bends around curves, it can leave slight indentations that slowly come out over time with a bit of a heat and the upholstery skewer method. So that's the only reason we don't really use this material, but sadly that's the only brand we had to buy to match up to these cars. The only part with the imperfections I'll run you through in a minute will be just the back section there where it bent down that curvature. It left a few little lines in the material, so I'll show you what I mean by that. But that's about it, guys. Once you've dropped, that's how you take out one of these headliner boards. The main hardest part to this method would be the way you flex them out the front passenger door or the rear driver's side door. They just don't fit that well, and they're going to kind of like give you that crease in the board. So yeah, ideally if your windows were out, you would just do it that way. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not much else to really go into. If you're looking for the steps on how to recover a car headlining and all that process, we do have an ebook where you can download it. We'll put the link below in the description, and it'll just take you through all the steps, materials, glues we use, common problems to watch out for. Or we do have videos up where we show you the recovery stage on YouTube, so I'll try to link those in the description below. And at the Jaguar playlist where we store all our Jaguar headliners, we'll put a playlist there as well. But yeah, so let's just jump into that back section now. I'll show you what I mean. So you can see here how there's a few little crease lines in the material. This is what I mean by this type of material. It does, our material that we usually stock will go around this curvature nice and easy, and you can move on. So it's the hairdryer on a low speed. Don't try not to burn the material, of course. Can slowly lift these out. Running the car heaters for a while, leaving your car out in the sun. They're all probably good methods as well. You can get in a little upholstery skewer, and you can actually penetrate those little creases and slowly dig them out. So it's going to be a time consuming method, but that's pretty much what this material does. So that's why we don't stock the material. That's why when we do sell material to customers, we pretty much only sell our stock material. We go out and make sure that we're grabbing the best material, the closest match, and really the easiest material that you can apply to. So we always try to look for a good stretch on the material, things that are not going to give you no drama. You can apply it quite easily and well, and while ticking all those boxes, make sure we've got the closest color match. But with the Jaguars, dealing with creams and tans, sometimes we have to buy this brand of material. That's why we just got to spend the extra time pulling out those imperfections. So this is where the headliner board's slightly creased to get it out the car, just there. And that will slowly come out in time. We've been starting to penetrate it with the little upholstery skewer just to pull out the imperfection. But we notice that over time, just leave it out in the sun and it'll be quite fine. Couple days, couple warm days, maybe up to a week, and this headlining will look smick. So yeah, that's it. So just to recap, guys, taking down this headlining board will be involving the take off the sun visors. Be careful with that little plastic around the outside. Pull that little clip on the center part here. That will drop down that front section. Pull that seal out, that trim mold. Pull the headlining down from the middle to slightly pull it away from those side trim molds. and then slowly flex it out the front passenger door. And that brings us to the end of the video, guys. Hopefully you found it helpful. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, and if you want to help and support this channel grow, click that subscribe button. We're going to go park this car now out in the sun to help this material look nice and good for the customer to come pick it up this afternoon. And yeah, that's it. So we'll see you here in the next video. Cheers.